What's good? You rocking with your boy TheCzarr, all rights reserved. CommenterNation, greatest nation since United Nations. We in the building. We back with the Jocelyn Flores conversation. Now let me talk about this one part, okay? So I did get a picture from someone. It's disturbing. This picture I have not only shows Jocelyn Flores with two black eyes, allegedly, because that can also be argued. But when I'm looking at this picture, it shows more than that. In this picture, it shows pain. And when I say pain, it shows that she's been through something before some type of alleged incident as reported. Now, in this report, it's really looking like, let's say this. If I'm to allege she was hung by the neck, there was a thin line around the neck, right? Someone's telling me that it's probable and possible there's also marks around her hands and feet. How would she hang herself if that's true? Think about this. Her face, hands, and feet allegedly had marks to duly show that there was some level of play around her demise. Now, I'm still searching for the rest of the pictures. The ones of the face already had. Matter of fact, that's going to be the cover page. When I get back, that hands and feet were also involved. Now, I want to say off the rip, you doubt after all the work I put in, you doubt I heard her last phone call? Now, let me say this, right before I get to B Aviation's question. Not only do you think that I heard her last phone call, but do you doubt I actually read the report? Do you also doubt the fact that what I read these guys said happened? It doesn't make sense. Do you doubt I don't have people on the heels to get this investigator and figure out what it was he was thinking, what he was on during this time period? You doubt this? Okay. I love the doubt. You know I love the doubt. Since the beginning, I love the doubt. I want you to go back and look at the earlier part of what I've done and watch exactly how they work to decrease the viewership. Watch that. Keep an eye on that, because that's going to be telling. Because when you're telling the truth, they're going to work that way, because they can't work to make you listen. You think, let me ask you again, you think, in the form of a question, you think TheCzarr has not had another situation with the roundabout way of someone doing something? Guys, it's working to the point where they're turning up the pressure, where they want me to accept what it is they have to offer and shut up. It's at a level of that magnitude. That's what you don't understand, especially when you're asking these type of questions. Now, is it threatening? No. It's light pressure. Because again, they're aware I have certain things. So even to try and make it seem like a big deal, I have a lot of info. And I have it dispersed to the right people, regardless of what would go down with me. The right people have it, so that it would be curtains closed. What I'm doing is I'm providing insight, okay, for you to think objectively. I'm not coming here to convict someone. They pay people to do it. But I know the people they paid to do it aren't going to do it. They're not skilled enough. There are skilled minds involved with everything. They're not skilled enough. I already checked it. Now, who can do it? This sounds crazy. The suspects. Why? Because in order to understand the entirety of a situation, you have to have a strong team. Look what Deidre did. He built a strong team, whether he realizes it or not. Look at what Robert Allen's beginning to do. Build a strong team involving experts who legally cannot be stepped over due to their experience. Look at the strong team. Michael Boatwright asking for statements. They, in separate parts, have moved equally as a machine to build a strong team. Now, the Jocelyn situation. Why do I so strongly believe that there is clues here that lead to our current situation? Number one, it was how the story was written out. This is the first, actually, X's is the second story that made no sense. Someone made a good point in the comments. If I fail to think of your name, comment below and let them know. I'll ping you. Seriously, I'll ping you. One good point you brought up was, could this have been a shut up scenario to X? Like, this girl just left your crib with random dudes who get a pass somehow, but they want to question you, when in any ordinary scenario, would they not question the last people to see her alive? Think about this. Someone leaves a scenario. How do I not question the last people to see her alive, but I want to run down on the person she was intimate with? They never heard of forcing someone against their will. So what would it be about these guys that they would not question them and interrogate them and presumably arrest them when they're using a picture to run down, a still image, to run down on these suspects and hold them accountable? Think about that. It makes no sense, right? But how did they get a pass that, oh, they couldn't have been involved? How? How couldn't they have been involved? And then looking at the scenario, what if pictures surfaced that feet and hands were tied up? That would destroy the nature of a suicide. But it would actually make perfect sense why I would wait till the morning to call. I waited till the morning, slept in a room where a possible deceased body could be, wake up and call for help in the morning. Does that make sense? Let's bring up some other cases if they want to play. And I bet they get shut up real fast. Because this case was the first case prior to X's case to get investigated. Shady, shaky, uneven, makes no sense. It's a trend, guys. When you're looking for a suspect dealing with a homicide, many different things, it is very rare to catch a random. But when you're dealing with trends, it is the calling card. Any real investigator or anyone that knows how to catch serial homicide involved criminals, YouTube guidelines, got to be careful. They know to do this. So how is it I know to do this and you don't? What is it I learned from my moguls, mentors, and masters that you don't know? Think. I don't even have to be touching the evidence to know this stuff. That's why you guys all look dumb who are trying to cover up. I don't have to, because I see what you're doing. I called what you were doing before you did it. Doesn't that, in any normal person's mind, you'd be like, what? How did I call what you were going to do to cover things up? How did I call what you were going to do when the pressure turned up to really try and figure out what was happening? I called your motions. Let me make another call. You see these suspects going to a certain extent to gather information, right? Now, I want you to keep your eye on who's not being talked about. Now, I'm calling for all of you to put your eyes on all of the people we were speaking about that were never being mentioned. Look at them. Look at what they've done. Look at what they're doing. I told you from day one, they will do what I want them to do. Not what they want to do, what I want them to do. Because when you pick a victim, okay, and that's how I track you guys. You're my victims. You see, their nature of thinking a victim is that it has to be something scary. Something like, oh, I'm hard. No, you were my victims from the jump. I've always been watching you. I still am watching you, whether I mention you or not. Even if you block me or go private, I have someone watching you 24/7 around the clock. I'm the czar. You can't escape me. I don't let you escape. I'm sorry. Either you could gracefully bow out, or I'm gonna get you, sucker. Yeah, I'm gonna get you, sucker. That's how I move. You gracefully bow out, or I'm gonna get you, sucker. That's how I move. I move like an old soul with it. I'm sorry. You can't shake me. Once I put you in the peripherals, you can't shake me. Once I realize who you've linked up with, can't shake me. Once I see what you're actually, can't shake me. I got you. I got you in the crosshairs, and I see what you're doing. I gave warnings to stop because there was not only me, but a good investigator knows that there are others watching. Others that are far more influential than me in this scenario. What I'm trying to say, in simple words, Jocelyn Flores, you need to give me more evidence and more info. If you're going to say she took her own life, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. The audio I have already is too much. It's too much. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. This girl was at some level, at the least, used for power. I'm not going to use the real word, but they know what I'm saying. She was used for her power and what she meant to someone, i.e., the next one taken out, XxTentacion, right? What did she mean to him? Well, peep the numerology. I want to say Patreon, I didn't forget. That's where I'm going to go into detail on what it is I've come to understand. And here's the thing. If the person that told me her hands and feet were also strangulated to some level, then I fully know what happened. I fully understand it. My question is, investigator, Mr. Investigator, were you told to back off the case? Let me know. Were you told back off the case? Please, let me know something. If that's the case, I'll instantly get it. But if you were not, how'd you get your conclusion? The cop that rides with me calls. See, we don't hide nothing. I don't play with it. They set me up, I know. Tried to set me up today. I'm not going to tell you that just yet. Today tried to set me up. It won't work. You can't find nothing. I'm not doing anything. What, you're going to find liquor, open bottles of liquor in my car? What are you going to find? Come on. When someone's playing it straight, just make sure you're not dirty. Because you said your name as the officer. That was a mistake. Now we're going to figure out everything about you, down to everyone around you, down to everyone you quote unquote love, when you're not living like you love them. You look like you were packing something. And I'm not going to go into detail. Anyways, let me ask you guys something. For real, for real. If we presume Jocelyn Flores lost her life, like they said, leaving a good time with X, what occurred that did not make her want to live anymore? That's what you should be asking. What occurred? Because if we look at these gentlemen that drove her, look how you're built. What, you were macking? You two are players? Really? And he'll make a way for you, Shauna. Just keep the faith and stay duly diligent to your readings. Because the more you read, the more you'll see what these suckers are. I know what you are. See, at the latest, at the least, you can't fool CzxTentacion. You can put it in text, you can do whatever. I know just what you are, not what I think you are. I know why your stinger's raised. I know. I know from which your power comes. I know. But with that same token, you should be more afraid of what my spells in the form of prayer does. In the form of prayer, what it does, it is so powerful. It is literally otherworldly. I don't need any type of concoction. I don't need a mixture. It is the bloodline. I already gave you the hints. My bloodline puts me in pure power over top of what you've done. The same thing my belief has done for my ancestors. It comes through for me. And I just want to give a fair warning. One of you around you isn't really real. That's what's going to make your downfall. That's all I'm going to say about it. Because I know what you are. I know what you do. I know the reason you look to sting me. I know the reason you look to do little things. I know the fact you need to use your connections to harm others. Every time you do, there's going to be a significant event waiting for you. Oh, I know the type of curses you reach to put on me. My God exposes them, but we counteract them. And to two of you, that is why the bad has occurred to you. I'm not going to go into detail because you tried to play with me. That is why what has happened to you recently has happened. So that's fair warning. Fair warning. I don't have to put it up. I don't have to make what happened to you happen because you played with me. Now, I'm telling you now, I'm going to contemplate whether I'm going to complete that on you. See, you guys talk about wizardry, read through a book that gives you different things to do to make an outcome. What I'm about to do to you, if I don't feel, if something great doesn't occur so that I feel you're done with the shenanigans, I'm going to do the final thing. I'm going to make that final prayer happen because I know you're in the hands and the grips of that divine evil. My final prayer is going to put the nail in it. I promise you. Because you're not protected right now. You could do whatever protection spell. That's not going to protect you because you're in the hands of evil. And he's looking for someone to grasp. And you're very close by him. So I'm going to give you that fair warning. I will do my prayer. I will do it in powerful living. I will make sure I address all my ancestors to be near me. And I'm going to do that prayer that's required. TheCzarr's prayers don't fail. I'm telling you, if you knew what they've done for me, they don't fail. Never have, never will. Because my heart's sincere. I have my moments as being human with this flesh that encompasses my body. But my prayers are sincere. Before my mother left this earth, a protection spell more powerful than life itself was granted to TheCzarr, and it has showed itself many times. I am telling you, what I'm going to do in prayer, it is going to, you will weep before it is truly your time to weep. That's all I'm going to say. So while you're doing it, I'm going to say, be nice, play nice with me. I'm being kind to you. Do not push my buttons. I'm being kind. I've actually withheld certain things that would have occurred because of what you do and the nature of your living. I did that through the power of what it is I believe. Let me get back to this point. Here's where your repentance lies. You will help me. No. You're going to help me call out Jocelyn Flores, person that was affluent to it. The people, you're going to help me do it. I'm telling you you are. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you you are. You're going to help me do it. It's time for you to expose somebody who has done a heinous thing. It's your time. Since you don't want to speak up to help with X, this is where you speak up. Now. I'm not playing with any of it. I'm not playing. If you want peace, I'm not playing with you. You will not get your peace. Her soul wails because of the foulness of you guys, because of the trickery she was exposed to. And there's nothing you can do to do it but do the right thing. That goes to that investigator. I know you were funny style. I read your write-up. It's funny style. We all do. All of us behind the scene know you're a liar. You're a liar. You lie. And I'm not playing with you. I'm on you. Even if I don't care if I gotta call every single agent to where you are until you confess. You are going to confess. And you are going to confess what you had to do with X's demise. You will confess it. This is where the czar turns up. Oh, baby, this is where the connections turn up. I'm having all boots on the ground now. You bully them boys until they speak. I don't want them. I don't care what you got to do. Bully them boys till they speak. That's my ultimate call. That's my call. All boots on the ground. Bully them till they speak. They will not slide away with this. In the most powerful's name, they will not slide with this. You will pay for what you've done. You will. Oh, you will. All those times the mother and father cried, you will pay for it. You'll pay for it one of two ways. Either now or later when it's eternal. We're not playing with you now. We're not playing. You played with the right people. I'm telling you, cut it out. Come forward with it. Or we'll go forth with some other things I know you don't want us to do. You feel the power as I speak. Feel the power. We're not playing with it. We're not playing with it. You harm and hurt good people. They were good people. Did you know about her parents? They were good people. Good people. They didn't deserve that. They didn't deserve that. So now the ultimate call, out of the pain I paid with, they owe me to do this. Y'all owe me to do this. Those little lames that came up off of this, that allegedly tied her hands and feet, I want them done. You're done now. I don't want to hear about you. I don't want to hear about your career. I don't want to hear about what new you're doing. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Show what you're doing. Please. Add more fuel to the fire. When I have what I have now and match with the audio, y'all lied. That's trifling. She was underage too. Trifling. Nasty. You're nasty. And your judgment for it is now. You're nasty. Your judgment for it is now. You know what you did. You know what you did. It don't take 2 hours to get to a location. It don't take 2 hours to get to somewhere 20 minutes away. What type of sense does that make? We got you. And I'm going to say this. You could say, oh, the cops ain't on me. You ain't got the cops to worry about, my guy. Matter of fact, let me give you a hint. The cops ain't what's going to come for you. I'm telling you this now. Listen, has my word been my bond to this day or nah? Or for what you did, nender, trash. No one could live with your grimy, sweaty hand touching them at all. You boys did her dirty. And guess what? I don't care if it takes 5 years. I don't care if it takes 10 years. There's guys looking to do you just as grimy. Bend you over till your back breaks. Bend you over. You're sick. And I can guarantee that's what's in the future. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Use your skinny frame as a hitting board. Use you like tissue. I guarantee it. Because if they don't, and you don't repent for what you did to this poor, innocent girl, then I'm going to tell you this. There's something 10 to 15 times the size of Shaq waiting for you to do it to you. I promise. And it's never going to end. Know that. It's never going to end. So make a decision. That's sick. You knew that was someone important to him. And you did that. You knew it. You knew it. Oh, you knew it. But you thought you can get something out of it. That's okay. Maybe you did. But with doing that, Everything has a consequence of a cost, and you know it. All boots on the ground. Sick. The stuff I see, it'll make y'all throw up. You guys are sick. The conversations, you're sick. And I know there's something waiting for you. I already know it. I already know it. Guys, anybody who's a parent, what if someone took your underage child and did something like that? What if someone took them and violated? How would you feel? How would you feel? How would you feel if your child was taken advantage of? Would you not be out for war? All the relatives I spoke with, boots on the ground. That's you too. Do what you gotta do. Unless they come out and say that. And here's the most crazy part. I'm most sick at the investigator. Really? I'm most sick at you. Really? That's how we do it now? That's how we figure out crimes? That's how we give conclusions? Because someone up top says, oh, turn your head. That's how we're doing it now? Good. I'm glad. Because you're the worst of them. You're the worst of them. Watch. You're the worst of them. See, what makes me laugh, these guys do things like that. But if you knew what awaited you for what you've done, you would have never did it in the first place. I promise that. Never. Never. Sick. And if I truly played audio, I'd turn anybody you ever thought loved you, I'd turn them against you overnight. Overnight. Sick. I'm telling you, yo. Foul. You want to do this to others, but you don't want it done to no one around you. You don't want no one around you stretched out like that. Violated. You don't want that, do you? I bet you don't. I bet you don't. I bet you don't. Sick. If that happened to someone I love, yo, you think evil itself came down? I gotta pray about it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was my daughter. They'd make a autobiography of the real life Punisher. I promise you. The real life Punisher. And punish wouldn't even be the word that they'd use. They wouldn't use that for me. They would say lunatic. I would be crazy with it. No remorse with it. Crazy, no remorse with it. Shaking, I would shake the state. They'd be like, everyone stay inside. There is a monster on the loose. If you did that to my little girl. You kidding me? You kidding me? I would turn the U.S. into a war zone. Are you crazy? I'd transform it into a war zone. And you can doubt me, but you don't know the track record. I'm not play with it at all. I don't care who it was. You're out your mind. You're out your mind. Hold up real quick. You're out your mind. You're out your mind doing stuff like that. I could never play with it. You think I'm Georgia the Jungle how I'm swinging through those streets. You think I'm Georgia the Jungle how I'm swinging through those streets. Running people over, just clapping out the window. Making cars do somersaults. Real fact. I would lose it. Run right up in the restaurant. I wouldn't care. After what happened to this young girl. Are you kidding me? That's your daughter. That's your niece, your cousin. You guys couldn't live with that stuff happening to someone you love. You'd be a maniac. Even the cop, he would go crazy. A cop would go crazy. He'd go, he'd forget he's a cop after what y'all did to her. Crazy. I would run clear through the wall. I know you look on here, you don't know the size of a person, the strength of a person. I'd run clear through a wall and grab you like it's the Exorcist. You'd be like, I would not have any sleep until I hear you scream like a newborn baby. I would not sleep until you scream like a newborn baby. Solo dolo, they would find a spot where I alone reenact hostile. I am not playing. After what happened to this girl, crazy, man. All the proof. What type of point? What type of point? To prove what point? What point is there to prove doing that? For what? Sick. All boots on the ground. Sick. Now we in motion. CommenterNation, the greatest nation in motion. Terrible what you did. You don't even deserve feds. You need one upper level. And I'm a second level up. We're not saying their names. They're the ghosts. You need the ghosts to move. That's crazy. And y'all wonder why they sent me. Crazy. Why they contact TheCzarr. It's craziness. That's why. Man. You didn't see no type of savagery like that in Vietnam. For real. Sick. We should get some vets involved. That's crazy. What they did. All of you vets that was in Vietnam, because I know the age range that watches. If they did this to your daughter, I don't even want to think of what you would have did. Crazy. I do this for those that have lived and want to live on. I do this for those of you that are sophisticated, that are growing, that want to live with intelligence, not benevolence, ignorance, and malevolence. What are they thinking? Who do y'all think? What CommenterNation? What do I say? Greatest nation since what? Who's greater than United Nations? Stop playing with me. Now's the time you're going to stop playing with me. You're going to stop playing with me. You're going to stop playing with me. You move like that and want to play hard. You move like that with a little girl and want to play hard. A little girl. And you want to be hard? Okay. And we fear you because you hold a machine in your hand. Everybody holds one. But what you should fear is who holds it for a purpose. Not to look hard or look tough. Who holds it with a purpose. That's who to fear. A new level of fear. If you call that fear, this is a new level of fear. Screaming gang stuff. Okay. Someone I love violated. Okay. You're hard. You're hard, all right. I'm telling you, you ain't seen nothing. Someone I love, you ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. I'd lose. I speak for everyone I know. Anyone I know. That happened, someone I love violated. It will be a massacre. It would be a massacre. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if you're scratching your flip-flop. That's crazy. In the sun at Disneyland. I don't care. What in the world? If you guys look at these photos, you'll throw up. Thinking of the fact this is a young girl with her life ahead of her. This is what happens. And I don't care. So they know I know. I don't care what she prayed to. You're probably all sitting there like, well, she believed in this. I don't care. It was a little girl. I don't care what she believed in. She was misled. Do you know how many youth are misled? You got a nephew. and a niece and a cousin that's misled right now. She was misled. She didn't know better. You took away her right to change, grow, wise up. You took it away the same way you took away exes. But y'all feel power. Let me tell you something. It be the oldest, trashiest people who got nothing left to give that want to ruin the youth. It be y'all. And I knows this. The Czar has deep wisdom. I know you want to ruin everybody else because your life is at a wit's end. Crazy. What's crazy is not that you think this way, that you think you're going to get away with it. You think you're going to get away with that? Let's say no one finds you. You think when you leave this earth, you're getting away with it? You just go to the master of the earth. That's all that happens. And he's going to get all the revenge. You think it's bad for you to stand up for the fact you did something this disgusting? What he's going to do to you is beyond disgusting. You can't fathom it. I know, because you don't read the whole book. Yo, these guys, they read the first few pages like, oh, I know. No, we read the whole book and the context. And we get another book that tries to explain what we're reading. Deep. We get deep with it. You guys are dumb with it. Dim with it. We know. I'm sorry, B-Aviation, let me answer your question. I'm sorry. But guys, I try to keep my humanity when I'm reading and listening to what I'm listening to. It's hard. It's hard, man. When you think about it, it's hard. And I'm like, if someone they love that happened, they try to do the most, but they want to do it to someone else. Why? That's some sucker-ish. Who do you think could have done it? Let me tell you this. Who I think did it? Go read the story and you tell me who you think did it. Go read the story. Go read the paperwork. Go read what was said. And the first thing you're going to ask, is this cop an idiot? Is this detective stupid? Let me say this. Any cop in where I'm at, in my state, they would have bagged you. It could have been a rookie. He would have bagged you. Your story was stupid. What you said was stupid. I was like, if you don't grab him, slam him head first through the door. No, make sure his head hits it. Pull him back out. Like, oh, I forgot I put you in. And slam him again. Slam his head again. Let him know what's going to happen. Because he would be face down. In Shammy's words, ass up, face down, butt in the air, getting torn up every night, and you know it. You see, guys, here's what they don't tell you. In prison, you don't really get violated like that unless you're looking for it. But guys who do things like that to children and kids, you get your buns lit. You get passed around. That's how we do you. Get passed around. It don't matter how big you try to get passed around. Cupcake. You want to hurt little girls? Get passed around the room. Bum. You want to hurt little girls? Get passed around the room. What's wrong with you? Pass you like a pothead passes an L around the room. Lame. And I know this. That's why you guys are suckers to me. You know this. So stop faking it. We know, you know what happens. What is he talking about? These guys be the toughest when they're toting the weapons, acting hard, rapping something hard. Then you need a clique or to be in a gang just to not get your buns ripped. And you know it. Soft as pancake mix. But want to go strangle a little girl, tie up the little girl, hold a little girl for ransom. Hurt a little girl. Like, guys, I this stuff I can't even really show. Because if I do, they're like, oh, he's showing sensitive material. Oh, flag it. They're going to try and flag this. But let me tell you something. Not only am I remixing what was erased, because millions saw it. See, you guys look at YouTube as the only source of viewership. 7,000 plus followers on another one. More followers on another one. Even more followers on another one. They all watch it. All of them. I'm letting everyone, even in your city, know what you do. You think they put respect on you? Knowing what you do? Little girl hunters? Huh? What are they talking about? What? These guys don't listen. Either y'all weren't here or y'all don't listen. 90,000 plus on one. 20,000, 21,000 separate videos. And you think it's not just YouTube trying to lower my viewership? Are you stupid? We watch you. We know who you are, and we don't respect you. We never will. Not after what you did. Sick. Craziness. You need, see, let me tell you something. They need other men to feel power. Alone, they feel weak. They need a weapon or other men. They feel naked otherwise. We don't need any of it. Crazy. You must be crazy. And I'ma say that's a real man. Yeah, you got that girl fooled. Whoever was telling me you're real, and you know in your heart you violated a little girl. Sick. Sick. We're on you. Sickness. You're sick, man. You're sick. Were her hands and feet tied or not? Sickness. Sickness. Then want to say, oh, she was hanged. Yeah, she needed to do that. And you fall asleep in the room. You're sick. And your music's trash. And your music was trash, whoever said that. You know he said it. Your music's garbage. Your art, garbage. It's all trash. Waste of space. That's what we call you. What is he talking about? You crazy. Did that to this little girl. And I'm still hitting up her family. Watch. Because her family, you know she has some family in other states who just took it as face value. Nah, no. Nope. One of my people already reached out to them. Nope. You don't slide like that. You don't get the electric slide. I hope you danced up to this moment. I'm not letting that slide. Nah, bruv. You don't slide on that. I'm telling them and I'm showing them the pictures that I received. And we gonna see. They ain't letting you slide. Did a family tree. She had a big family. And they think she took herself out. Really? Y'all sick. Plus, we got the power of the law on our side. Are you stupid? These guys are like, oh, he's an agent. What if I was? What if? Even though you're an idiot and you're going to run with that narrative, what if? I don't need it to have the power of the law on my side. Do you know greatest nation since United Nations? Hold up. Because we ain't done. And I ain't drinking. I actually haven't drunk in a minute. In a good minute. Because I ain't got to. I ain't drunk in a good minute. These guys are sick, yo. They're sick, man. I'm telling you, they're sick, yo. Sick. What they've done is pure sickness. They plot on others, but want no one around them touched. Where they do that at? I'm sorry, man. The combination of the pictures, the audio and things, that's why I wowed out, y'all. It's all replaying in my mind. And this girl was screaming for dear life, wasn't she? She was screaming for dear life, wasn't she? Sick. She was screaming for help, wasn't she? Really? She was screaming to be let go. She had plans with her life, didn't she? And it was ruined, right? Right? So get this angle. Get this angle. If you think, I don't care if you live the rest of this life till you're 50 or 60. Do you think when your eyes close, you won't pay for it? No, these guys seriously think that they're going to leave this earth and they go into nothingness, or they're going to a good place because they did good after. I did good after I did that. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Add a price to a life. You can't, because life is priceless. So is freedom. So is every constitutional right. And so is someone's right to exist without being infringed upon. Think about that. Either think about it when you're burning or thinking about it when you're learning. Choose your route. Burning or learning. Think about it. What's wrong with these guys? We try to help y'all, but y'all just don't see it. Y'all think y'all can just do whatever you like to people and you don't pay for it. Okay. 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 But see, you don't read, so you don't see what happens to people that do what you do. You don't read, so you don't see what happens to people that think like you think. It's simple mathematics. TheCzarr read it over and over. I deciphered it over and over. I went to the Greek and Hebrew language over and over. I looked into the other books and where they construe and mix things and attempt to do what the book I read says they do. Do you know? In one of the books, everything you're doing, it was foretold. If you break it down, look into layman terms. You'll realize you're just a new age version of an old time sin. I'm done with it. You rocking with the one and only. Your favorite rapper's time, your favorite movie star's time, your favorites time, your favorite celebrity's time on the low. You already know how I rock. We dine and we age like fine wine. All rights reserved, and we came to get the hard work and pay we deserve. Because we cared when no one else cared. We cared when none of you cared. And if anything like that happened to any of you, I would speak the same for you. And if you deny it, you's a liar. You're a lie. If you denied, I wouldn't speak on your behalf with the same theory as TxxTentacion, as Jocelyn Flores, as a lot of these other people. You're a liar. Because I speak for all rights reserved. Bottom line. Shout to CommenterNation. Greatest nation since what? United Nation.